How is everybody doing today? This is L.A.Kendrick with another tale from the vault of Would You Dare. I'm at the same spot that I was yesterday. Like I told you guys, I was getting vehicles inspected. So this is the last vehicle that I'll be getting inspected and doing it while I have the time before some other big events happen in my life and prevent me from doing some of the stuff that I want to do in the fashion and manner that I would like to have them done. So guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe on the work that we're doing here. This is for the fans. We're small. We are a small channel. I'm not trying to make any money or any profit out for that or this. And what we're going to do today, we're going to discuss a topic which I'm sure you guys have heard of it, the Mothman. Yeah, the spooky Mothman, right? But what we're going to discuss today is there's been a lot of unfortunate events and a lot of deaths that surrounded this thing, this alleged monster, right? And again, we talk about everything here because it's what I write about, and there are a lot. So you guys bear with me. It's raw and unedited. I'm going to jump around a lot because there are just too many stories of people that have died. There's just so many. There are so many that I won't be able to get them into where you guys are. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you guys are comfortable, I can keep your attention span, okay? Even though I know you're here for this kind of talk and these kind of things, I don't want to bombard you or overwhelm you with it and bore you to death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump around. So you guys bear with me. And raw and unedited, you know how we do. Just pull up and we just start talking. All right. This is the title is called, it's encrypted. It's called Cryptids and Myths. All right. This is the list of deaths related to the Mothman. So again, I'm gonna jump around. It's a lot, and I'll probably never cover them all. Let me start off with John Keel. Besides John Keel, no other person was on the scene in Mason County during the 1966-1967 as often as West Virginia. Gary Barker. Gary Barker. Barker was a theoretical film booker and educational materials distributor in Clarksburg, West Virginia, who became interested in UFOs after he investigated the Flatwoods Monster in 1952. In 1956, Barker was the first person to write a book. They Know Too Much About Flying Saucers, Clarksburg, West Virginia, Saucerian Books, 1956. It was also written about the Men in Black, which Keel would later call MIBs. Barker and Keel interviewed Woodrow Derenberger, the contactee who was visited by Indrid Cold. Baker noted in Spacecraft News number 3 in 1966 that when he was investigating Mothman near Point Pleasant, he found a note on his door with this ungrammatic message: abandon your research or you will be regret. And that's just how it's stated and worded. That's the sentence. You have been warned. Over Labor Day 1968, Barker held a Mothman convention in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. This displeased Keel, and after Keel wrote to Barker about it on March 15, 1996, a rift developed between them that would never heal. Okay, nothing so far there. UFO humorist and researcher James Mosley, Gray Baker's closest friend, noted in his recent book, shockingly close to the truth, that Barker died on December 6, 1984, after a long series of illnesses in Charlottetown, West Virginia hospital. But the cause was somewhat mysterious and the diagnosis was always unclear. Mosley wrote that the more or less simultaneous failure of various organs due to probably AIDS, though it was not diagnosed as such in those days, killed Barker. And filmmaker Ralph Coon's documentary about Barker, Whispers from Space, the Clarksburg investigators depicted as a closeted gay man. Barker was only 59 when he died. Okay. That's one. And here's a parapsychologist and author D. Scott Rogo, 40, was found stabbed to death on August 18th, 1990, after a neighbor in the 18100 block of Sconborn Street, Northridge, California, noted that Rogo's backyard sprinklers had been on for 2 days. The police arrived to discover Rogo dead on the floor. The home had not been ransacked. While most of Rogo's early work focused on parapsychology, he also had written about his theories on Mothman and the haunted universe and Earth's secret inhabitants. The latter book, was written with his friend Jerome Clark. Okay, Donald I. North, here's another one, a Point Pleasant native who saw Mothman on the TNT area in the 1990s, died in an automobile crash in 1997. Yeah, there's a lot of people, man, that were associated with this. Conspiracy author Jim Keith, at the age of 50, died mysteriously on September 7, 1999, doing routine knee surgery after falling off the stage at an annual Burning Man pagan arts festival in Nevada. Jim Keith was responsible for first writing about CIA, Men in Black, The Connection, to the initial Mothman events in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. He held the notion that Point Pleasant was being used as a test tube. Okay. It's another one. Men in Black stuff. Let me move down. Let me jump around. Because like I said, it is a lot. Okay. Ted Tannenbaum, 68, the executive producer of the Mothman Prophecy, died of cancer on March 7, 2002 in Chicago, Illinois. He founded the Lakeshore Entertainment Group, which produced the Mothman motion picture, with partner Tim Rosenberg in the early 1990s. The Mothman Prophecies would be Tannenberg's last movie. Okay, Aaron Stephen Rebsamen, 14, spelled Rebsamen, 14 years old, unexpectedly died by suicide on Thursday, May 23rd, 2002, in his Fort Smith, Arkansas home. He was the beloved son of the well-known cryptozoologist, artist, William Repsamen, hard to pronounce that name, who did the cover illustration of Mothman for the book. Mothman and Other Curious Encounters. Under a tight deadline after the publisher rejected the earlier images from another source, Bill created the Mothman painting overnight in one creative inspiration. Witnesses such as Linda Scarberry, upon seeing the full-length colored illustration of Mothman, said it's the best drawing. Which most matches what was first seen on November 15, 1966. So bear with me, like I said, people are kind of walking. It was kind of weird. So, I'm jumping around. Susan J. Minja Wilcox, 53, of Columbus, died of an extremely rare form of brain tumor, which mostly strikes children under 12, at Mount Carmel East Hospital, December 8, 2002. Wilcox had been diagnosed with the condition 2 months before. Wilcox saw a black bat-like bedroom invader in her Columbus, Ohio home in February 2001. She went on to become a Mothman investigator, traveled to Point Pleasant several times in 2001 and 2002, and created a personal website, Mothman, a life changed forever. She left behind a large envelope of her investigative logs for her son, Brent Fair, also a researcher on such matters, on which she penned a note to him that read, BR, do not open until December 2002. He found the date chilling and prophetic in the light of when she passed away. All right, I'm going to do maybe two more, maybe. Known for his portrayal of Elliot Ness of The Untouchables as a host of unsolved mysteries, Robert Stack, 84, died in his home on Wednesday. All right, man. Okay, apologies again, everybody. Uh, robust, uh, robust, robust, robust death. He was relatively healthy. His death came as a surprise to many. Stack's Stack wife Rosemary, who had just returned from a charity function, found him slumped over in the couple's Los Angeles home at about 5 p.m. on that day. The actor underwent radiation treatment for prostate cancer in October 2002, but his wife said he died of heart failure. Unsolved Mystery was the only regularly scheduled reality program to devote a series segment to Mothman, which they first broadcast on July 29, 2002. Man. Okay. Okay, so Jessica Kaplan, a crew member on the Mothman Prophecies, died in the well-publicized nosedive plane crash into L.A. Fairfax neighborhood apartment building on June 6, 2003. The Los Angeles Times identified the pilot as Jeffrey T. Siegel, the owner of Santa Monica construction firm. Siegel's family said that Siegel and his niece Jessica Kaplan were flying to the family's second home in Sun Valley, Idaho. Kaplan's family described her as a screenwriter who had written for New Line Cinema. Jessica Kaplan is officially credited as one of the production crew for the Mothman Prophecies, as part of the art department working on that film about Mothman-linked disasters. Kaplan is listed as a scenic artist. Kaplan is known as the genius teen that sold a script to Hollywood for $150,000 when she was 17. In 2004, that script would be released as the movie Havoc, directed by well-known documentary filmmaker Barbara Kopel and starring Mandy Moore. The Los Angeles crash occurred on Friday, June 6, 2003. And they're saying note 2 times 3 equals 6, thus Friday's date can be read as 666. But then that's probably just a coincidence is how that reads. Oh, man. It's a lot of deaths, man. And I'm probably going to wrap it up right there. It's a lot of deaths. And again, there's too many to keep reading going into. It's just a lot. I just picked it up, saw it, and wrote it. And saw it, not wrote it. And try to, decided to present it to you guys. And that's where we're at with this. So, again, you guys bear with me on that. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about it. Would you dare want to be caught in a situation where you're dealing with something like the Mothman and these things happen? Because you got to admit, some of this stuff might be a coincidence, and some of it might be legit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment and tell me what you think about it. I never knew this many deaths had happened. I knew about the bridge collapsing back in the late 60s. I remember the bridge collapsing. It killed a lot of people, and that's even in this. But these other individual deaths, it's really, really, it's a lot of people to leave, man. A lot of people gone. This thing is pretty. You just never know. Again, this is not my article. This is just something that not publishing, but this is just something I'm presenting to you guys that's already been published. You can find these stories on the web, but I'm just bringing them to you and giving you and poking you and giving you that what if scenario. Again, forgive me for butchering the stuff because, again, as normal, just raw and unedited, I just go straight into it. If you ever come to any of my speaking engagements, trust me, the stuff is already polished out before I get to it. But right now I'm rushing trying to get the stories out to you guys or talking too fast while we're doing it. But leave a comment so we can live stream, and we can Q&A. All right. And with that being said, this concludes another Tale from the Vault of Would You Dare, episode number 31. You guys remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've already said it, but again, it helps the channel out. Check out some of the other stuff. Once you subscribe, check out some of the other tales. Again, this is episode number 31. And there's way more than 31 that we've done. All right. So in closing, make sure you check the dark recesses of your home. Check your closet. Check your home thoroughly. And if you happen to work at night or early into the mornings when there's little visibility or little light outside, make sure you check under your car. Make sure you check inside of your car. All right. Make sure you have protection and be mindful of your surroundings at all times, because you never know what's you never know what's lurking in the dark, waiting to make you a story. And this has been L.A.Kendrick. You guys absolutely have the right to fill in the rest.